Aha. So I had an idea. I want to take the car out and go for a drive because I haven't been able to get the car out much. It's been crazy summer already. We're about mid-July right now. And I wanted to shoot some photos with my big boy lens that we're taking to Africa. And I really have only had about 1, 2, good times I can take it out and just really, I haven't really had a chance to take it out and just sit there and go through the buttons and the dials and move this, move that. That's on the camera side, but yes, like just see what the lens will do, I mean, yeah, we went to the Smoky Mountains and I was able to get out and shoot some photos of the bears and stuff, but you're kind of on a limited time frame because there's a whole trail of cars and, you don't want to be rude and sit there and just, hang up the line all day because, you're waiting on this one bear to stand up out of the tall grass. And so I had about, there was about a 3 to 5 minute period each time where I could get out and I just didn't want to be rude. So I was like, okay, I'm going to keep going. So I just want to take the big boy lens out and just, spend an hour or two, just, clicking and doing what it does. So I had a great idea yesterday. Mama is gone with the oldest, getting some clothes. And I'm like, hello. 2 stones with 1 bird here. Why don't I take the car out, take the big boy lens out, and go down to the local lake and just grab some photos of some ducks. So I'm like, that's what we're gonna do. So I might post them. If they're absolute trash, I won't. But yeah, I don't have really nothing planned till later on in the afternoon. So this is relaxing for me. This is what I enjoy. This is just, it's soul relieving. I love to shoot photos, and the mullet machine here is another way that I just relax. So that's what we're going to do. And I figured I'd grab some clips along the way. And, if anybody's interested in cars and cameras like I am, they might enjoy this. So let's roll. Gotta find the keys. I'm going to take the back ways here just so I can enjoy the drive. Also, I have some old work clothes on just because when I get there, I'm probably going to be laying in the grass, rolling around. I don't want to get my nicer clothes messed up, So I'm going to take the back ways and just enjoy the drive. That's what we need to do in life. You just enjoy the time and just slow down sometimes. So I'm just going to go the back ways. Just enjoy the drive. Okay, I'm about ready to turn into the lake here. I gotta find some ducks and some wildlife. There's a handful of people out here fishing right now, but I'm looking for some ducks. I just want to kind of camp out where the ducks are. So far I'm not seeing any, which is not too good. Of course. Now we come out here on occasion and there are ducks all over the joint. And the day I want to come out here and shoot some ducks, I don't see one flying feather bag out here. Are you actually kidding me? There is nothing out here. Oh my Lord. Cue the sad trombone music. Oh my Lord. Well, there's actually two parts to this park, so I'm gonna go around to the other part and there may be ducks over there, so we'll check there. Okay, well I'm gonna go take a look before I carry all my gear up there, and it's crazy, there's no ducks. Usually there's ducks everywhere. If there's no ducks up there, then I'm just gonna sit and figure out what to do, because I got a little bit of time today and I want to definitely get that lens out and just get more comfortable with it. So when I'm 800,000 miles away from home, you know, and there's a lion or elephant or anything out there, I know my limits, what I can do, what I can't do. So I'm gonna go take a look and we'll see. If not, we'll make a decision and figure out something else. Okay, well, I took a look at the other side, and let the record show that on July 11th of the year of our Lord 2026, there is 0 ducks on the lakeside. But whenever I need to, go over there and actually shoot some stuff for a family or whatever, there's ducks hissing and squawking and quacking all over the place. But not today. Where they are at is on the other side, where it's still flooded out from where we got a foot of rain last month. So I'm gonna go over there and just get some practice in, as they say. So I'm gonna bring you along if anybody is interested and is watching. So we'll go over there, get set up, and I'll just spend the next half hour, 45 minutes just kind of getting a little more familiar with that big dog lens. So I'm gonna get it set up and head over there. I'm gonna try and replicate what it's gonna be like in Africa. I can't get close. There's gonna be lions, tigers and bears, oh my. There's gonna be lions, elephants, and they're gonna be a ways out. So I am not gonna replicate and try and get as close as I can. I imagine it's probably gonna be this distance, even further. I would say that patch of ducks right there is probably 100, 125 feet out. So, and that's probably gonna be the closest. So, anytime I'm in a new environment, I just start from the beginnings on my settings. I'll probably go 200 ISO. The lowest or the widest f-stop this lens will go is 5.6. And I'm just going to start with a shutter speed of 400. We'll see what that does. And let's see, everything is normal. I'm on continuous focus. So we're just going to bang away at some shots and see what we get. One trick you can do, this is the D850, which is a full frame lens. A lot of times, if it's just not enough reach, you can actually cheat it and go into image area. Yeah, you can go to image area and go to DX mode, which is like a crop sensor, and it'll automatically give you a 1.5 zoom in body. So a 500 mil lens, which is what this goes to, acts as a 750 mil lens. So it gives you that further reach. So we're just going to do that. Okay, I'm going to shoot that same duck if he doesn't move in full frame mode. We can look at the difference. So he moved a little bit, but not from his spot. Yeah. Okay, I changed my vantage point here. I'm wondering if I could get a little bit closer, because because I know that one, he sees me. I don't want to spook him. I just want to stay as low as I can and stay as calm as I can. Oh, and I just missed that guy. Well, they're not doing a whole lot of fun stuff. So I might try and sneak up by that tree. Never thought of myself as a wildlife photographer. I mean, I've got going on 20 years of shooting photos for people, with people, of people, and it's a whole different animal, no pun intended. They're on their time schedule, a lot like babies. I love to photograph babies. I love newborn babies because you get what you get. There's no faking it. And it's a lot of waiting, but when you get that shot and it's just, you know, that's the one for the session, it makes everything else so much easier. And I have just realized something. This lens will focus where you point it to, because if I'm focused on their body, their heads are not sharp. So the trick is, you've got to be on their head, which is not a lot of space to hit when you're this far out and holding a Canon, not a Canon, but a Nikon this big. It is nothing to take lightly. I might be wrapping it up here pretty soon. Just wanted to take a good half hour or so. And I know I'm way out here because I got a wide action camera, but I'm sure you can still hear me pretty good. So just wanted to get out here and get a little more acquainted with this lens. All right. Well, I did find some geese, not ducks, no ducks, but the geese were abundant. So it's been about 45 minutes, you know, grabbing some photos of them guys. Did learn some tips and tricks with that lens. So every lens, you know, is different. You know, they could all be made the same day, but every lens will have a distinct characteristic that is true to that lens. Like one may focus a little better on the far end of the lens if it's a zoom, and one may focus a little better on the middle end of the zoom. It just depends. So you got to find the characteristics and the weaknesses of each lens, because it could be a $20,000 lens and there's going to be a flaw in there somewhere. It may not be very apparent because it's such a high quality premium lens, but it's there somewhere. But anyway, I was using for all the photo nerds out there, a Nikon D850 and a Nikon 200 to 500 5.6 lens. The lens is specifically geared for nature and wildlife. Not that you can't use it to shoot photos of people or at a wedding or whatever. You can, but the range of it is more suited for wildlife. That's far out. You don't want to get too close and spook them. Now, with that said, you can take a lens of any range and use it for anything, but will it work great? That depends on what the lens is. You could take a crescent wrench and try and take a car apart, but it'd be a lot better with a socket set. So just, that's kind of the rule. Like you could take a super wide angle lens and shoot portraits with it, but an 85 prime would do a whole lot better job. So anyway, that's for all the photo nerds out there. So I just got back. I got to clean the pool and I got to do some yard work. And then later on in the day, I'll go through and process some photos, and we'll just see what we got. This was just a practice session is all it was. So this wasn't nothing like award winning. I know I did not get no award winning photos today. It's nothing that's going to be in the National Geographic. They're going to be buzzing me, hey, we want to use this for National Geographic. A picture of a goose flopping around in an overflowed field, or a flooded out field in the middle of Cornfield, Illinois. Now, this is for me. This was practice. I just figured I'd bring anybody along that may want to watch and just kind of see, just a practice session. So, all right, well, it's a perfect Saturday, and I got some outdoor stuff to do, so I got to get to it. I've seen people do that transition. I don't know if it works.